2025 will address the class.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and of course, fellow graduates. My name is Valerie Ayala, and it is truly an honor to stand before you today as a valedictorian for the class of 2025. Tonight, we celebrate more than just our academic achievement. We are here to celebrate a new stage of our lives. I will not bore you with more recollections of our time at West Scranton, as that job was Melvin's, and likewise, I will not remind you to take in this very moment, as that task was taken on by Ava. Instead, I would like to look ahead into the bright future that awaits us. On the national level, the class of 2025 has broken records as the largest graduating class in U.S. history. And this year, West Scranton High School has 335 students graduating. That is 335 different lives, each with a unique purpose. With a class this large, the future will not be monotonous. Some of us will be doctors, teachers, lawyers, artists, or engineers. Others will proudly serve in the military, start up a business, or take on initiatives the world has never before seen. The possibilities are truly endless, and no matter what path we choose to take, I know that our class will strive to give it their best. None of this would have been achieved without the support of the West Scranton community and beyond. So, I would like to take a moment to recognize everyone who has supported us thus far and who will continue to guide us in this next chapter of our lives. To all of our teachers, from preschool to senior year, thank you. Thank you for educating and shaping our minds. Although I cannot personally name each and every one of you, your hard work is displayed in our character, our integrity, and our thoughts. To all of our friends, thank you. High school would have not been the same without our own special individuals who either drive you insane, calm you down, or both. You know who you are. And I would also like to take this moment to personally acknowledge my church, La Casa del Alfarero, for instilling in me beliefs and values that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. A la Casa del Alfarero, que Dios los bendiga y toda la gloria para Dios. And to our families, thank you. Many of us come from families who either made big sacrifices or worked hard to give us these opportunities for us. I can personally attest to this, but I am not the only one. And as we continue in our lives, I hope that we can make you proud and to never forget who we are. Esta siguiente parte es para las familias y los graduados hispanos. Muchos de nosotros venimos de familias que han luchado por darnos oportunidades en este país, especialmente mi mamá y mi papá. Mami y papi, los amo. Gracias por su paciencia, su amor y por todo su apoyo. Y en nombre de todos los alumnos, le doy las gracias por sus sacrificios que no han sido en vano. La mejor está por venir y trabajemos duro para hacerlos orgullosos de nosotros. And last, but certainly not least, thank you to all my fellow graduates. It has been an eventful 4 years, and I'm excited to see how we will move forward in our lives following graduation. And I would like to conclude this speech by explaining the title, Si se puede, and you might have seen on your programs. This is a Spanish phrase that translates to yes we can, or yes it can be done, and it was coined by civil rights activist Dolores Huerta, and these 3 words are used to express hope amidst feelings of doubt and hardship. And this year, the world has faced many troubles, and it has left many people disillusioned. So whenever you're experiencing self-doubt, I encourage you to keep this phrase in mind. Seniors, tonight we walk away from the ceremony not just with a diploma, but with the opportunity and the responsibility to shape the future, to make the most out of it. And yes, I know this is sappy, but that's what graduation speeches are all about, and I am not one to miss a cliche. So once again, congratulations to the class of 2025, and may God bless you all. Thank you. And now, it is my honor and privilege to welcome to the podium our special guest, Governor Josh Shapiro, to deliver his remarks to the class of 2025.
Hey, everybody. Good evening, West. It is an honor to be here with all of you tonight. And I want you to know, I think I've got maybe the toughest role in this ceremony, having to follow these amazing students and wonderful representatives of this class. I gotta say congratulations to Gianna and to Melvin and to Ava and to Valerie. You are truly wonderful, and I appreciate the chance to be here with you and all of you tonight. You just heard from Valerie. Not only is she your valedictorian, she's also an artist. She just completed a program to prepare for her pre-med classes while still in high school. And on top of all of that, she found time to give back through community service and through her church. Valerie, thank you for your thoughtful speech, and we wish you the very best at Villanova University. This is truly an incredible school community, one that gives students like Valerie and Gianna and everyone else here great opportunities every single day. And it is a privilege for me to be here tonight with the incredible students and staff of West Scranton High School. I want you to know that I get to deal with West every day because I've got two important members of my administration who graduated from West. One is Secretary Jason Kavulich, who leads our Department of Aging. And the other is my regional director right here in northeastern Pennsylvania, a graduate of West. He's here with his Invader Pride medallion on his chest, Drew Pappas, who's here. And wow, Drew. By the way, I want to show you how I'm part of the West culture. Drew taught me this whole thing you guys do with your hand here. I don't know that I'm doing it right, but I'm trying. I want to say to Dr. Stevens and Superintendent Keating and the Scranton School Board of Directors, I want to say thank you for welcoming me here today. To the teachers and the staff of West Scranton High School, and to the parents and the family and the guests and loved ones who are here, thank you for what you do for our community every day. And then, of course, it brings me to the most important people who are here today, the graduating class of 2025. Congratulations. You made it. And I gotta tell you, graduating high school is a big deal. And I know it has been quite the journey. Think about it. When you started high school, you had to go to Zoom school back then, taking classes online as a global pandemic ended. And since then, you've watched the world change around you. Some of those changes in your school, well, they've been physical, like the new PA system, the new stage, the new wood shop over at West. And as your school and the world around you changed, I know you changed as well. Maybe your plans for the future or your interests have changed along the way. You've started to make big decisions about your future, big decisions about how you want to live your life, what you want to be when you leave high school. I want you to take a moment and think about that person you were on the first day of ninth grade. And now think about the people that you are today. That's extraordinary growth. And along the way, I know there have been ups and there have been some downs. But I also know each and every one of you here are stronger for the journey. You might know that, it's customary for the governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to speak at a graduation, but typically at one of the college graduations. They put on those fancy gowns and speak to college students. And I know that's a nice tradition, but I didn't want to do that this year. I asked if I could be here with all of you, to have the opportunity to address you for just a few moments about your high school journey. I asked to be here tonight because I believe in you. And I believe this West Scranton class of 2025 is key to not just your individual futures, but our collective future. You represent about 340 of the more than 125,000 students who are graduating in Pennsylvania from high school right now. And I believe, and I think you've seen this to be true over the last 12 years you've been in school, that a foundation for opportunity in life runs right through the classrooms that you've been privileged to sit in. And we've got to make sure that every student has that opportunity no matter their zip code. Since I've been your governor for about 2 years, we've invested again in public education, increasing funding for our public schools by $2 billion, bringing it to $11 billion for the first time in the history of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. That includes, by the way, a 38% increase for your school district alone. Those dollars that we've invested have meant an opportunity to renovate wood shop and buy new equipment so you could learn new skills with modern tools, expand arts and music, giving some of you the chance to perform The Wizard of Oz on the stage at the Ritz this year. Others have been given the opportunity to join marching band, which has quadrupled in size since 2022. Anybody here in marching band? We got a few. There you go. That new funding has helped us invest in the STEM Academy here at Scranton, as well as new mental health counselors in our schools, and everyone's had the opportunity now to have free breakfast because you shouldn't be forced to learn on an empty belly. We have literally invested in your success, and I believe that is money well spent. And I want you to know you've held up your end of the deal. You studied hard, you tried new things, and you accomplished a ton. And now? Well, now you're ready to continue on your journey through life, stronger because of your education here at West. I want you to know that I believe there are many different paths that journey can take you down. And hear me on this. There is no wrong path. There's only your path. There are many different avenues to success. And I think it is important for all of us to respect whatever path you choose. That's why during my time as your governor, we've increased funding for not just what happens in the classrooms here, but for VOTEC and career and technical education, apprenticeships, and we've worked hard to make college more affordable. Consider this for a moment. Right here at West, 60 students who are graduating tonight completed classes at the Scranton-Lackawanna CTC, studying everything from automotive and culinary arts to nursing and robotics. 22% of your classmates here today, nearly 80 students, are going to take the skills that they learned and go straight into the workforce. 10% are going to go to a trade school, and 8 of you are about to go serve in the military. I'd like to ask those who are going to serve in the military to please stand so we can applaud you and thank you for your willingness to serve this great nation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. About half of you are about to go to college. You are a great representation of the diversity of opportunity that exists right here in Pennsylvania. Each of you, no matter what path you choose, has the opportunity now to be successful thanks to what you learned here at West. You know, as your governor, I work hard every single day to open up those doors of opportunity so you can walk through, because I deeply believe in your promise. And I believe that you are our hope. Those investments we've made in you and students like you have paved the way for new opportunities right here at West and all across our Commonwealth. But those investments, that money, look, I know alone that doesn't shape your future. It takes a dedicated group of teachers and leaders and staff to turn that into realness in your classrooms. So, from Dr. Stevens to your senior class advisors, Mrs. DeFrancesco, Mrs. Eckert, Mrs. Stabrilla, And all the folks here at West, they don't just see more money on their balance sheet. They use those resources to put you in the best position for you to succeed. These teachers, they've got a heart for public service. And I know it's not an easy job, but it is a really important one. And as the son of a teacher, I saw that up close and personal growing up. And I know how important they are. Teachers give so much to prepare each and every one of you for the future. And I know from your teachers to your mental health professionals, your coaches, your theater directors, and your band teachers, well, they have lifted each and every one of you up. Every single person here is invested in your success. It's a team game. And do you know why we do that? Because we understand that the future of this Commonwealth, the future of this country, is going to be determined by all of you. And now you've got the absolute best foundation to build upon. I know we're also grateful to those who join us here, especially to our parents, our grandparents, our guardians, our friends, and all of the other loved ones who join us here to celebrate you. These are the people who have been on this journey with you. They've been there after a long day of school to celebrate a winning game or comfort you after a tough test or make sure you eat in between studying for exams. They've been there for you. They have loved you unconditionally, and they see in you, like I do, the promise of tomorrow. So let's look around this room at all of the loved ones and give them a round of applause for all they've done to support you along the way. Here at West, you have carved out a place and you have found your voice and your direction. And listen, you've already made an important decision in life about what to do next, what path you are going to take. And as you go forward, I encourage you to always remember where you come from, the community that raised you, these wonderful people who are here tonight. I also want you to take with you that this foundation of a West education gives you the power, the agency to make decisions for yourself along the way. My hope for you is that you never, ever feel trapped by circumstances. Because hear me on this, there will be people along the way, friends and people at work, people at college, who are going to feed you a daily dose of what we call conventional wisdom. Let me explain what I mean by that. Every day, you're going to have people saying to you, you have to do it this way because that's how everyone else is doing it. You have to believe this because that's what everybody else believes. You got to follow this trend because, you know, that's what everybody's doing on TikTok. I encourage you to drown out those voices that are trying to limit you, that are trying to hold you back. And remember, that conventional wisdom they feed you all the time, it's never that wise. If you only listen to those voices, it limits your world and what is possible. And so if you remember just one thing from our time together here tonight, remember that your governor showed up here tonight because he gives a damn about you, and he asked you to go out there and blaze your own trail. I want you to go out there and chart your own course. I want you to follow your own gut. I want you to live your own failures, and I want you to find your own success. I certainly have. I want to tell you a quick story to close. When I graduated high school, my dream was to be a doctor. And my dream was to be able to play basketball in college. So I went there to study pre-med, and I was on the men's basketball team. Believe it or not, a short Jewish guy like me could actually ball back in the day. The same day my freshman year, two things happened. One, I got cut from the men's basketball team. And two, I flunked out of pre-med. I didn't know what to do. I called my dad that night. I said, Pop, I'm not going to end up being that doctor who makes it to the NBA one day. My father said, remember how you were raised. Remember the lessons you learned growing up. And you go out and you chart your own path. Don't listen to those naysayers and don't listen to those voices of negativity. I didn't give up. I knew that the passion I had, the reason I wanted to be a doctor was because I wanted to help others. And I found a different way to serve others. Listen, when I was sitting where you were, I definitely didn't think I'd be governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And I definitely didn't think that the day I flunked out of pre-med and got cut from the basketball team. But what I learned to do from that experience of losing, of loss, of failure, was to trust my own gut, was to hear that voice inside my head that motivated me to go forward, was to not listen to other voices, but was to blaze my own trail. Because sometimes, when your path takes an unexpected turn, and yours certainly will, it is just the first step to an even more incredible opportunity ahead. There are so many paths to success, and your path in life won't match anyone else's because it will be uniquely yours. Here at West Scranton, you're not strangers to charting your own course to success. In addition to learning math and science and English, you have learned what it means to be part of a strong community, a community that believes in you. Hold on to that invader pride going forward. Remember the family members and friends and teachers who have helped lay this foundation for you along the way. And when things get tough, when you are confronted with a new challenge in life, remember that you've got the freedom to chart your own course, and you have the opportunity to succeed thanks to your education here at West. May God bless each and every one of you. I wish you the very best. Your success will be our success. Congratulations, class of 2025. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. There we go. Now listen, Drew challenged me and said I wouldn't do this, but I need a selfie with all of you, so stand up real quick.